am I doing? Geez, so it's 1:30 in the morning, and because of that, I'm freaking tired. And yeah, let me pull this up. Okay, so here we go. Sorry, you guys, I'm so tired. So it's 1:36 in the morning. I just want to make a stream for you guys, and as usual, let me wait about a minute. And I'm gonna wait about a minute, because YouTube has been screwing with my videos for some reason. It cuts off, and then not only does it cut off pretty quickly, first minute or so, I also noticed like I don't have monetization turned on automatically like before I used to. And it's like my monetization is so small. My monetization is like 50 cents. I'm like, frick's sake. Why are you turning off my monetization automatically whenever I do a live stream? So I have to physically change it. Okay. Hey, Jim. So, okay, we are at 1 minute mark. Okay, so now I'm going to make my video. So, Robinhood got so much crap today about AMC, GME, for example. And they said that, hey, we're going to allow you guys to buy it. However, we're going to have restrictions. We're going to have limited trading. And I thought, okay, whatever, no big deal. And then I look at this, and the link is in the description if you guys want to see it. Like, okay, 115 shares. Each share right now is, I think, about 15 bucks. BlackBerry is around $16, $17 a share right now. GameStop is about, let's just say 300. It might be 350 right now, but let's just say $300 a share. 300 times 5, $1,500. Now, if you allow buyers to only buy 5 shares of GameStop, and let's say it has a steep drop, people aren't going to be able to move the market that much if they don't have that many funds. So, for instance, right? Have a person who had dollars in kind open, and I did read that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, today's the day. Today's Friday. I'm going to throw money in open because I'm going to make big money." And if they're using Robinhood, yeah, they're only going to be able to do about $1,500 worth. And the scary thing about it is this too. I was thinking about it. Let's say GameStop peaks up. It opens up, and let's just say after 10 minutes, it's at $400, right? So $400, everybody's like, oh crap, I better buy it now because maybe it's going to go up to 500. Of course, with people with GameStop, it's always been buy, 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 buy. Never this averaging down stuff as much. I've just been hearing buy diamond heads, buy diamond heads, buy diamond heads, buy. Now, if you buy GameStop at $400, let's say at the peak at market, and you spend $2 on it, in the event it tanks down to $300, you are not going to be able to average down because you already used your 5 shares, right? Right? Am I flawed to think that? So now I kind of see it as a trap because whoever buys in, if they don't time it right or if they're not averaging down, they can be holding the bag. Very, very scary thing. You guys know today I bought one share, I think at 240, and then another share at 2 220 or so. Oh my goodness, it's so late I can't remember. But yeah, so I was just kind of doing one by one, and tomorrow I was thinking like, oh okay, let's go bigger, let's see what it is. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm pretty risk adverse. I've already put in like $1,000 into GameStop. I kind of want to limit it, but I could put more if I wanted to. Anyway, so anybody who's doing any of these symbols, my recommendation would be please, please, please watch out how you're putting your money, especially if you're planning to just be a first-time investor tomorrow. I know some people are getting into the groove of it, but if you go all in, I just worry if you don't time it right, it could sink down and you might not be able to average. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Deplorable said, I'm sorry, Mr. Wall Street. I lost some game stocks in a tragic voting accident. So what? You let go of it? You didn't diamond hand it? You had paper hands? Water got on your paper hands and it just disintegrated. Nah. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. I really hope that whoever's trading on Robinhood, please make sure if you plan on to throw money in any of these stocks tomorrow, of course this is not financial advice, watch what you're putting your money in. Watch how much you're putting it in. And for me, like I checked, like I have $110 in BlackBerry stock. No, 110 shares of BlackBerry stock. So this is 65 shares. I can average down if, well, I can't average down because I bought it at 92. But I mean, like I can average up if I wanted to, but I have to be very mindful of it because I only have 65 shares that I can move around. But that's what if I wanted to put more money into it on Robinhood. So a lot of people who are trading on Robinhood, they're going to have this kind of scenario. I do know that some people they've been opening new accounts with other brokers trying to get trying to invest and not have these limitations. Of course, though, sometimes when you put in money, it could take 2 to 3 days to clear. So people feel like they're kind of missing out on this because they don't have their account set up. And yeah, I completely understand. I completely understand. So yeah, see, look at this. These limits may be subject to change throughout the day. Ah, what? Wait a second. If you already hold a number greater than the shares account than the limits of your present, however, you will not be able to open more of these positions unless you sell enough your holdings, such as. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a second. I can't even buy BlackBerry because I have 110 shares and I'm above the 65, so I'm excluded from that, right? I'm interpreting right. If I already hold a greater number of shares of contract than the limits above, your positions will not be sold closed. However, you will not be able to open more positions in each of the securities unless you sell enough of your holdings such that are your respect. Okay, so I can if I reduce my holdings to 64, then I could buy one more. That's stupid. That is stupid. So yeah, I cannot buy any BlackBerry. I could buy one GME on on Robinhood because I have four right now on Robinhood, and then the rest uh, I'm not invested in. But you can see like this is not that much in terms of cost. I think I can't do math in my head right now, but for some of this, it's like $1,500 worth or so. Yeah, so whoever wants to throw money in it, you're not going to have too much gains, in my opinion. Like maybe you could double your money if you have a really good day, triple your money, but it's not like the volume is not going to be like if you put $10,000. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, sucks. Sucks. I know a lot of people they've gone past this on GameStop. The people who are like the big whales, the people who put $10,000, $40,000 a couple days ago. Yeah, they're way past the 5 shares. So yeah, yeah. So, jeez. Hmm. Oh, you can't even buy fractional shares. You see that? Let's say you only have $20. You're like, I want to put it on GME. No, they're not allowing that. Sucks. Sucks. You can close fractionally, but you can't buy fractionally. So whoever wants to buy GME, you need to at least have, I think right now it's like $311, maybe 334 or something. You need to have that much, in that you can't be in part of this GME thing. Gosh, so you got people. So just to repeat, if you wanna save GameStop, or if you, and of course it's not financial advice, this is all my opinion. If you see this stock, if you see any of these stocks, GameStop, Bed Bath and Beyond, BlackBerry tanking, if you have over these amount of shares right now, so I have 110 shares in BlackBerry. If I see this tanking, I cannot buy more BlackBerry on Robinhood because I already have more than whatever their limit is. So I cannot add more. So I can't help the stock go back up or average down for BlackBerry. I have to kind of hold it or I can sell off my positions, and that's kind of tricky. You see what I'm saying? So if I bought it at 982, if BlackBerry drops, I think right now it's like 13, 14. No, I think it's like $16. If it drops down to $11 and I'm like, "Oh man, I want to buy more. I want to double my position in this." I can't. I can't do anything because I have more than 65 shares. I just got to watch it. Yeah, I got to watch it fall or I have to go on to another broker to do it. Freaking sucks. Yeah, so, but of course, Robinhood's not the only broker. You do have you have Charles Schwab, you have TD Ameritrade, you have Fidelity, you got, yeah, other ones that don't come off the top of my head, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, this is like the first time that I've had to have like a go around, and it seems that tomorrow I'm not going to be able to buy except maybe one share of GameStop on Robinhood. And I expect there to be bad news tomorrow as well. I hear that the U.S. futures are kind of lower, so bad stock market plus limitations. Bad stock market plus limitations plus shakeup. You remember how it looked like earlier today? I think this is my chart. Is this my chart? Yeah, see this? So today we had limitations. You couldn't really. Okay, so this was yesterday, right? And then you had this, and then you had the halt, and then you had stuff falling out or things like that, and then it just kind of went sideways today. So I'm wondering, in the event that there's any sort of manipulation going on, trying to get people to tank the stock, if people are doing it primarily on Robinhood, and now it's at 345, but if people are on Robinhood and they're like, frick, I don't have any other brokers I can go to, crap, the stock is tanking, really, their hands are going to be tied because they can't put more money in. So it's like, yeah, well, it's not like we stopped you guys from trading. We're just only allowing you to do about $1,500 worth at a time. And yeah, so much for averaging down. So my speculation, I know I'm repeating myself, is it's gonna open up over here. There's gonna be a crash, and you're gonna probably see stability like over here because people people can't invest more. I think the reason why the stock went sideways is because a lot of people who are buying into GME, they have Robinhood. I read something like about half of the people on Robinhood have GameStop, and not everybody can afford 5 shares. So you really people were relying on the big whales, the 20K people, the people who are putting 200K into it, the people that are putting um, more than big volume at a time to pump this thing up. And if and if there's some manipulation, or if you have more pressure to sell, or people just kind of think like, oh crap, it's not moving much, let me just take the money because I'm afraid it's going to drop, there's not going to be too much people pushing it back up unless they have other brokers. And yeah, so maybe, you know what, right now it's 345. If it goes down to 220 tomorrow, I won't be surprised. If it goes under $200, I won't be surprised. And it might be a buying opportunity, but people, if they only have Robinhood, they have to sit at the sidelines. Again, if they already have their 5 shares of GameStop, if they already have, let's say, 10 shares of GameStop, they can't buy more because they've already exceeded the 5. So they're just kind of sit at the sidelines, watch the stock plummet, and think, frick, I can't average down. So the people who bought into GameStop look at this, at 482, right? Imagine this one. Let's say you average down and you thought to yourself, okay, I'm gonna buy 10 shares at 482, right? Like they're the bag holder, right? And they had this crash, and they thought, okay, well, I couldn't trade today, so tomorrow I'm gonna go on Robinhood, and they said they lifted restrictions and I'm gonna average down. They can't, because they've already have 10 shares. They have more than 5 shares. So they have to trust that all the people over here are gonna push it back up to 482. And in the event they don't have hope, what are they gonna do? They're gonna sell, and that's gonna make the stock drop lower. So yeah, yeah. So you guys get what I'm saying? Like that's one of the problems with it. And yeah, I feel bad for the person all the way at the top. Like I can't even I don't, if I bought at 482, because that was a high I heard. If I bought at 482, I would be so I would be panicked because I would think, I wanted people to help me out. I hear about all these people saying they're going to put big money into it, and then they find out that they can't because of these restrictions on GameStop, at least on Robinhood. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If they really wanted to hurt this stock, what I would do if I was like Robinhood or TD or something like that, I would say, you know what? We're gonna make sure across the board to protect investors, to make sure stuff doesn't crash. We're gonna make sure that people can only have, let's say, up to 5 GameStop stocks. And if they have more than 5 GameStop, just like Robinhood did, right? Because I think Robinhood is setting a precedence. If they have more than 5 GameStop stocks, then they won't be able to buy, but they can definitely sell. Yeah. So, yeah. So with Robinhood saying this, maybe other brokers will follow suit tomorrow. I won't be surprised if they will. You would sell GME if you bought at 482, which is the top here. I know if I saw this, I would be kind of tempted to do it. I really would be. And yeah, so anyway, that's all I wanted to say. In the link description below, uh, you can see the restrictions going on. My laptop is at 2%, so I need to end the stream, and I need to take a shower and go to sleep because I'm gonna have to watch the market. We'll see what happens. I expect there to be a surge, and I expect there to be a drop, and I expect there to be sideways. But of course, I can always be proven wrong. I have some buy orders below 200, and we'll see if it falls. Like what if it falls and then afterwards I find out, crap, the stock is hovering around 150. So yeah, this is not good. So, and if anyone has other brokers, I would recommend going into other brokers. And once again, this is not stock advice. This is just merely my opinion and my speculation. I shall talk to you guys later, and let me know what you think is going to happen tomorrow. What you guys speculate will happen tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. Good night. It's 1:55 a.m. I need to go to sleep.